So you can see the issue we've got with the brambles. They're just going to keep coming back. I have purchased a tractor. Well, a little two-wheel tractor. I don't know which video this is going in. I've mentioned it in another one. But yeah, I have purchased a two-wheel tractor, but they can't deliver it. This time it's not because of the address, it's because of the road that we live down. It's too narrow, so they can't get the truck down. So I think it's going to have to be sent back to the shop, and I'm going to have to find another way around. But these brambles are getting too long now, so I have brought the brush cutter down. I'm just going to do it by hand. It's hot. It's going to be a horrible job, but it needs doing, as you can see. So all the apple trees are looking well. They're doing okay, even with the brambles growing up around them. I think we've given them the best start when we planted them with the mycorrhizal fungi and everything else. So I think that's yeah, they're doing all right. They're doing all right. So I'm down here in this lovely evening, just to spray with my little sprayer down there, to spray some neem oil and potassium soap onto the trees to hopefully get rid of the aphids. The neem oil works by disrupting the life cycle of the aphids, so they can't reproduce. So eventually they'll die off. The potassium soap helps it emulsify in the water, and also causes it to go through any like protection that they've got on top of the aphid. Right, so I'm just going to go down and do the trees. I was down here this morning with a brush cutter, just cutting down the brambles as much as I can. But yeah, the IBCs are in place. The continuity of these videos will not be very good because I'm all over the place. I'm doing about 3 or 4 different tasks at the same time. So see if I move this out of the way slightly. You can see that I've started the irrigation system already. This is going to change slightly because this is going to go from here straight down and along. So it's going to sit on the floor, so it's not hanging off the joints to try and save it for as long as we can. But that's a whole different video, and that's what I mean. I've been doing that. I've been doing work at the house, and I've been trying to buy a tractor, which has been a lot of my time, which is unsuccessful. Seems like a waste of time at the minute. But yeah, there's plenty going on, and so apologies if the continuity isn't very good because the IBCs appear somewhere different, or the grass is longer or shorter or whatever. Get over it. All right, time to spray. I'll show you on one of the trees, but then I'll do a little time lapse. So the aphids, as you can see at the top of this one, oh, there you go. See all the aphids on the bottom of the leaves, and that's where they actually drink the sap of the young tree. So, well, of any tree they're on, or any plant they're on. So you've got to try and get underneath the leaves that have got the infestations. So it's just a case of pumping up the sprayer bottle so you got some pressure and get in on all the leaves with your solution. I may be doing too much. I may not be doing enough. I'm new to this, so you're following as I'm learning. So we'll find out if the aphids die. There's a few good things and a few bad things as I've just gone through the orchard there with the sprayer. You can see that there's a few more leaves on this one that have been munched. I don't know if it was this one that I showed you right at the start that had a caterpillar on of some sort. I can't physically see any caterpillars now. Yeah, I'll just have to keep an eye on that, make sure there's not too much. And then this one's a little sad one. As you can see, it's still, the top of that still looks quite bad. It will be a decision what I do with this. I don't know if I'm going to chop it off and go again from a little bit lower down and hope that it comes back as another leader. There's that one there that's coming out, so that might be the new leader. Oh, look at the camera, make sure you know what you're seeing. Yeah, that one might be the new leader, and I'll just have to straighten up the trunk. I think that's probably a little bit too far gone, but I'll keep it going and see what happens. And then this is the other little exciting find, which I should have been more aware of, but I wasn't. You might be able to see as I'm coming in. My first apple on video. I did have another little one, tiny one that I picked off ages ago, but yeah, I don't know how this one snuck in without me knowing, but it will come off when I come back down to trim this tree up. I'll take it off because we want it to concentrate on the roots, not put any effort into making fruit that we don't want yet. So yeah, what else have I got to show you? That's about it really. So as I was down here trimming, and so it does almost as good a job as a flail mower, but it's just a lot more effort, especially in the heat that's here. I'll have to do it probably twice a week. That's just a task I didn't want. Yeah, so that's it. It's a bit half cut. It's not the right word, it means drunk. But yeah, that's exactly what it is, isn't it? So nearly 4 weeks after ordering it, and they said it would take a week to 4 to 5 days to get here. My stuff has finally arrived. That was as far into the field as the delivery driver would put the tractor. So now I've got to try and build it just there before then bringing it in further into the field. So yeah, I've got to go back, get some tools, open it up, put it together, and hope it's all alright. So typically, I've waited for 3 weeks to turn it up, and it's turned up on the hottest day we've had so far at midday, so 12:30. So yeah, out here in the heat trying to make it before someone runs off with it. I'll show you how it goes. One of the pitfalls of filming on your phone is that when you've got instruction videos that you got to watch on your phone, you then can't film anymore. So yeah, I'll put this together hopefully, and you just won't be able to see it. Right, crate's gone, means the tractor must be gone, right? Right. So that's it, set up. In a minute it's got the rotavator on, or the tiller, whatever you want to call it, so that'll dig up the mud. But when the flail mower gets here, I'll touch the flail mower. I think it actually works the other way around. The flail mower goes in front, so you turn the handlebars around the other way. It's all easy enough to do, I just found out, but I'm not really diesel for it because I've got a jerry can, so I need to go and fill up the jerry can from the petrol station this afternoon. So yeah, that is it. Bit of a beast, but it's easy enough to move around. Whether it is when it's digging and stuff will be another matter, but it's quite well balanced. Single-handed, just moving it. So yeah, should be good. Morning. Stunning Italian morning, 6:30. Up early, try and get a few bits done before the heat hits. I've got a few jobs to do down here today. As you can see, the brambles are up and need a bit of a mow. My mower turned up yesterday, so that's why I'm excited about it. Don't often get excited about mowing, do you? But yeah, I'll show you a bit of that. I've got to finish off, so yeah, this one, look how tall it is. It's taller than me. But as you can see, I've put the ant tape on this one already, and so the ant tape's actually on the majority of the orchard now, so I've only got one row to do, and I'll do that this morning, and then I'll show you that. I'll show you one of those just because someone might care. A little woodpecker just flying across. Yeah, I'll show you that, and then I'm going to do some mowing. I'll show you that. It's all been a bit, I don't know if catch-22 is the right word, but I've not finished the irrigation because I need the flail mower to clear the ground before I then dig the irrigation in. And it's just been, I've not finished any jobs because I've been waiting for stuff to turn up. But the flail mower is here now. It was a month and a day it took to get here, which is crazy. But it's here, and I can start using it. So yeah, I'll show you that, and then that's about it really. So as you can hopefully see, this is one of the ones that we cleared. I left these bottom ones on just because there wasn't enough growth on the top, but come the winter these will go as well. I just wanted to give it a bit more foliage at the time. So this isn't quite high enough, but we'll get there. So first thing I'm gonna do is remove these. It's just a simple way of staking the tree using the posts that I've got for the fence, and using this rubbery cord stuff that they use out here for this purpose. Oh, hello. Come here, I'm trying to help you. Obviously ants are quite clever little creatures, and if I have a little bridge using this rubbery rope above the line that I'm going to put the tape on, then I'll just use the bridge rather than go over the tape, or not go over the tape as is planned. So for the taping, it's kind of like a double-sided sticky tape is all it is, but it's really sticky. So yeah, it's what, 40 mil thick, but I've also got some cling film type stuff. I couldn't get any grafting tape. That's probably better because it's a lot thinner and you can just run it around, but this is still quite a thin bit of cling film. Put that around the trunk to start with. Lock off some of the ants. Although the ants are currently farming, oh, killed one, sorry. Currently farming the aphids at the top. They're actually not inherently bad for the trees because they live in the mulch. They'll aerate the soil. They'll keep some pests away. I've realised that I'm doing something now. They're all running over the cling film. Just wait there. I don't actually want to kill them. So yeah, cling film is to protect the bark, because the bark of the tree is so young still. This sticky stuff, when you peel it off after you have to replace it every little while. But yeah, so it's just a thin, really sticky tape. So if I put that, get off. So if you can put a barrier so that they can't get up the trunk, then the ladybirds, the lacewings, they'll come and eat all the aphids. I'll give all the ants a bit of a brush off now at the top. Excuse me, let's get that back zoomed out. So you can see the damage that the aphids have done already on these leaves. They're all curled, and because they drink the sap from the new leaves. So yeah, they're all curled and a bit mangled looking. But hopefully we can get these back to being okay. So I've just realised that where I put the tape, it was too close to the tree guard, so I cut the top bit off, because the tree guard, because it's not, deers can't get in there because of the fence. It's only to stop rodents and whatever right down the bottom, so it doesn't really matter how high it goes actually. So yeah, I cut a little bit of that off, and then I've just secured this. It's quite tight, it's pulling the tree slightly, because as I said about the bridge with the rope, if any of these leaves hit the fence on the outside, then the ants will just go across there instead of going up the trunk. So yep, there you go, there's one going across the thing now. Trying to get up to their aphids, which they can't do, which is good. So yeah, that's that tree done. I've got another, what have I got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to do, and then I've got the poorly one to sort out. So yeah, that's what today is for. I might not get it all done. I'll get some done this evening as well, because I want to get the mower out and give that a go this morning. Right, now for the exciting bit, I get to show you my tractor. This is just a wheelbarrow full of stuff. So there it is. Check you can see it, because there's no point in me talking about it if you can't see it, is there? So yeah, there it is. So this black and blue bit is the tractor, and the red bit, flail mower that you just bolt on. It's just got a bunch of knives that spin around really quickly and destroy everything in its path. So yeah, this is what I've been waiting for. I'm going to get out now and give it all a bit of a mow. I'll show you it happening. I'm excited by it, so you're going to see it. I don't care if you like it or not. Right, do that if I can actually hear myself. Right, about an hour and a half later. It could be better. It will be better when I get used to it, but it looks alright. It does a good job. It could be lower, I think, to get rid of all the brambles down to the floor, but it's a noisy bloody cricket, isn't it? Yeah, I think for the time being that'll be absolutely fine. A few years time, once the business is making money, then I might treat myself to a proper tractor, but for the time being that's fine. What else was I going to say? Don't know. So that's 10 o'clock. I've been down here since 6:30, so 3.5 hours. Yeah, fairly useful, but it's now very hot, so I'm going to go back up to the house and chill out in there for a couple of hours. So after what feels like far too long, other things have come up. We've been sorting other bits out in the orchard, but I'm finally getting around to trying to fix this poorly tree. All the rest of them have got ant tape on and the trunk's been clear. They've been remulched if they've needed it. I've been manually watering them to get them through any dry spells. We had a big rain a couple of days back. I don't know if you can see the water running off my face and down my head and whatever. I just had to run outside just to move something in. And I need to water the plants for the next week. So all of that is all good. So now I'm just getting to the point where I've got to try and fix this little tree. So I'll show you it as I do it. I don't really know what I'm doing, and that's a early excuse and get out of jail free card. I'm gonna try my best. It's got a fair bit of damage from mildew and aphids already, so I might just try and chop a few bits off to see if we can save the rest of the tree. As you can see, it's got quite a lot of damage on mainly that left hand leader. I was hoping the mildew would dry itself out and die off as the temperature rose, and it hasn't actually spread all that far, so it might be okay. We've got quite a lot of aphid damage, but again it looks okay at the minute. There's a couple of ants still sat on there, nesting some of them, as you can see. Harvesting some of them. But that particular leader shoot there looks really healthy, so I might try and keep that. I might just have a low scaffold tree with this one. So this is a bit of a novelty tree for me. This is a pillar red flesh is what it's called, and it's, as the name suggests, it's a red flesh apple. So instead of white when you bite into it, it has red streaks, pink tinges. I just wondered if it would make a different colour cider. Like, people might be able to tell me already and say no, don't be silly. However, it's just taking up one space in the orchard, so I thought, why not try it? So the other part of its name, the pillar bit of the pillar red flesh, means that it's a columar tree. So it's been selectively bred for years or whatever to be a single leader with lots of side shoots coming off it. As you can kind of see, that's how it would be. I think they use it for like the intensive bush farming orchards, because you get a lot of apples in not much space. However, when I got it from the orchard, it had a really quite severe heading cut done already, and so they should have really left that one single leader and gone all the way up. My inkling is that it probably had a little bit of mildew or a different pest on the main leader, and they didn't want it to go out like that, so they cut it back. But as it's a pillar one, it means that the central leader that it was meant to have, it now doesn't, and the second main leader is the one that's got the damage. So I think I'm just gonna have to try and keep it maybe as a small tree and have the scaffold coming off lower down, like this one and this one, But then this one's the healthiest. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I'm just going to do some cutting and see what happens, I suppose. So another reason why I've left this till last in an orchard, you're meant to cut all your your good plants first and leave your diseased plants till last, so that you don't spread any germs across the germs, bacteria, fungi, whatever, through the orchard. This makes sense, I suppose, doesn't it? So I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to cut these ones off down here. And you also, so I've been trying to train myself as well, more than I know what I've got to do. I've just got to remember to do it. But you don't want to leave any diseased plant leaf matter on the floor, so that it rots down and goes back into the ground, because then the fungal spores or whatever it is that's causing the problem will go back into your tree. So you need to be quite good at remembering to take all the clippings with you. It looks a bit awkward, but the secateurs I've got one flat side that I can push up against the trunk, and a lumpy side that means that you cut too far away. So it looks a bit awkward going around this side, but it makes for a cleaner cut. I think I've given it the best chance I can. We'll see over the next little while. But it's now got two leaders, two scaffolds, two main scaffolds, that if I can get them up and get other branches coming off those, then it might still be okay. It would just look a bit different to the others. But yeah, I think that's as good as I can do, and we'll see how it copes. Having less growth on the top, I should have been doing this a little while back, because it's probably too hot now. It needs as much energy as it can with the leaves, but hopefully by cutting those other stems off, it will focus all the energy on these few little leaves, and the buds that are growing will get more growth on it. This one looks quite healthy, so I've got, you can see the nice new leaf coming out the top. So yeah, I like that one. So I've just come to this final tree to look at. You can see it had some aphid damage there, but the new leaves are looking healthy and perfect, really. You can see this leaf, where am I focusing? That's all right. This leaf and possibly this one. We had the storm the other day had such heavy hail. I think that's probably hail damage. I think the tree's probably got a good battering. Yeah, I'll show you. You can't see much, but I'll show you on the orchard cam at night. It just looks like static on the screen because there's so much hail coming down. We're into the hottest bit of the year. We've got another 6 weeks of this to go, but they look fairly resilient. My irrigation still isn't sorted, and that's just because I haven't had time. It's all there, it's all ready to go, just needs plugging in and laying out. But I need to dig a channel for it, and that isn't going to be that nice in 35, 38 degree heat, so I just keep putting it off. But obviously the trees need it, so I will have to do it. I think it's going to be a job for this weekend. I know I've said that many times on different videos, but it actually is. So, but it's another lovely day. The other tractors have been out. I went to bed about midnight last night and the tractors were still in the field then, and then they were out this morning at 7 when I woke up. So yeah, farmers are busy out here at the minute. I'm sure they are all over the world, but it just depends what time of year you do your harvest, I suppose. Yeah, trees are looking good. They are all, now that we've got that poorly, sickly looking little one looking better, I think I'm pretty happy with them. Should find out in the next few weeks what trees I've got coming in the winter, which will be good to know the next lot. It depends what the nursery's got available for me, but yeah, we'll see. Just to show you this as well. So my watering pipes, I've put some, it's just cut up bits of tights, cheap tights, stuff them down there to stop any lizards or voles or mice or whatever getting down and making a home down in the holes. But every time I come to the orchard, these bits of tights are all over the place, and it was confusing me until we saw on the orchard camera some cheeky little fox going down to every little hose, yanking out the tights and checking if there's any little critters in there that you could eat. But yeah, at least I've got an answer for it. It's just a pain when I have to put them all back in every time. I have to find the bloody things first. They're all over the place. Who knew foxes like tights, eh?